Hey, tune into this week's weekly video fishing forecast for reports and events from around the island. We have the Interclub contest, what that means. Check that out as well. Another open boat and a state 4x4 permit reminder as well.
The ultimate fishing authority in the Northeast, the Fisherman magazine.
No guessing, just catching. New Explore Series fish finders keep you locked on fish with unbeatable clarity, best-in-class imaging options, and a stunning ultra-bright HD screen. There's more to explore, only with Humminbird.
Today is March 13th, 2025, and did you get your state parks 4x4 permit yet? Remember, you have until the end of the month to do so, or you'll be locked out until the fall. The resident pass this year is $80. Visit the link in the description below to get the page that you have to visit to get it. You can also get this in person as well. Get on it now before March 31st when you get closed out.
Looking to upgrade your electronics? There's no better time than now. Marine Mate and Lindenhurst and Garmin have big savings on the GPS map touchscreens like this 9-inch unit for only $12.99. Or how about this 7-inch EcoMap keyed unit for only $5.99? Get down to Marine Mate now to see the full line of Garmin units with unprecedented savings. Shop online from Manhattan to Montauk next day delivery.
Hey, are you familiar with the Interclub surf fishing contest? Contest board member Ross Squire goes into some detail about the competition. Ross.
So the New York Surf Fishing Contest is a contest made up of 10 surf fishing clubs located from the western part of Long Island all the way out to the east end of Long Island. It's a competition for surf anglers made up of probably some of the better surf casters on the island, and we compete with each other in three primary areas. One is striped bass, second are weak fish, and the third are bluefish. So these clubs have, most have been involved in the contest since its founding, which was in 1980. We're always looking for additional clubs that want to join our contest. If they are interested in joining the contest, they can reach out to me at ross@nycrf.org. I'm the Vice President of the New York Coalition for Recreational Fishing, and the coalition, along with the Fisherman, sponsors this New York Surf Fishing Contest. So the best way to find out how things are going within the contest is to check the Fisherman. The Fisherman, during the course of the year, publishes the current results and the final results. And then at the end of the year, there's an annual report or an annual article that's written up that talks about the contest, how it was, the results of the contest. The contest currently is set up so that all striped bass that are caught have to be released. Bluefish and weak fish can be kept. But what I can tell you is in 2024 last year, every single fish that was entered into the contest was released. There's a strong catch and release conservation ethic within the contest. We certainly understand that people might want to keep a fish, but for whatever reason last year there were no fish that were kept in entirety. What happens is every month members of the clubs submit their fish to their fish committee heads. The top 10 fish in each species are put together and then they're entered into the Interclub. So winners of the contest, depending on the category, are either given plaques, certificates, or patches. The contest is totally on the honor system. So we don't have cash prizes that might influence people in their ethics. It's totally an honor system. People use certified scales to weigh their fish, and that's how things work.
And if you're interested in being a part of the contest, we can get you set up with a surf fishing club so you can participate yourself. Either email me, Ross, or myself at mbroderick@thefisherman.com. We will point you in the right direction.
For more than 20 years, anglers everywhere have come to know one thing, that nothing says no to fish bites.
We're counting down to almost 100 episodes of Jenni's Open Boat series here at the Fisherman. Jenni is going to be at the Saltwater Expo March 14th through 16th. Go see her at the expo. She's going to be wanting to hear about your goals for the 2025 fishing season. Jenni, tell us some more about it.
Hey everyone, it's Jenni here, and on this week's Open Boat, I am reminding you guys that for New Jersey, we have a very big show coming up, March 14th to the 16th, the big Saltwater Expo. This is by far one of the biggest shows, fishing shows that New Jersey has to offer, and it is worth the drive if you're coming from Long Island or even New England, so why not come out? But What I'm doing at that show, very similar to last year, is I want all you viewers to come find me, as I will be at the Fisherman magazine booth or just walking around finding viewers and asking you guys what your spring goals are for this year. It could be for the straight bass fishery, it could be anything. What are your goals for this season coming up? And also, following last week's shows, I want to give a quick shout out to Miss Jenni. Here she is. We have some pictures of her fishing with her dad, but she's a viewer, and I just want to say hi, Jenni, and I hope to see you soon, and I hope to see all you guys at the Saltwater Expo. And remember, come see us at the Fisherman magazine booth, because when you renew or subscribe to the Fisherman magazine, you get a pair of Danko pliers, and you can't beat that deal. So we'll see you guys all at the Saltwater Expo. Come find me at the booth. I might be walking around, and I also have seminars on Friday and Saturday. Fridays at 1 o'clock and Saturdays at 11. So be sure to stop on by, and I'll see you guys on next week's Open Boat.
All right, let's head over to the events. We'll see what's going on these upcoming weeks. Starting off Saturday, March 15th, I'm be doing a seminar on shorebound tog fishing at Campsite Sports Shop in Huntington at 9 a.m. Coffee and donuts will be served. Going to be giving all the secrets out about tog fishing from the shore. Hope to see you there. March 14th through 16th is at the New Jersey Convention and Exposition Center in Edison, New Jersey, is the Saltwater Expo. Friday it opens at noon, it goes to 8, Saturdays from 10 to 6, and Sundays from 10 to 5. And remember, if you do sign up for the Fisherman magazine at this event, you get put in a special drawing for a quantum benchmark spinning reel. All you have to do is get your subscription slip, show it to the folks at the Quantum booth. That's booth number 507. 2 lucky winners will be drawn to get a 5,000 and a 4,000 sized reel. Winners will be notified by email or phone. Also, at the show, bring your subscription of your receipt to the Fish Bites booth, 612 that is, and you get a free bag of fish bites while supplies last with your Fisherman magazine subscription. And on top of that, you're going to get pliers as well for subscribing to the Fisherman magazine at this event. Moving on, March 23rd is the Port Jeff Fishing Show located at 37 Crystal Brook Hollow Road in Mount Sinai. Again, we will have the pliers at this event. You sign up for the Fisherman magazine, we will send you home with a pair of 6.5-inch Danko fishing pliers. And also on the 23rd is a District 3 boating course at the Riverhead Moose Lodge at 8:30 a.m. Then on April 5th, Suffolk Marine in Babylon Village will be having an open house where they'll be showing and test riding a new line of Jones Brothers boats, as well as Regulator and Sea Hunt. The event is from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. For all the details and more on these events, visit thefisherman.com/events.
The all-new Port Jefferson Fisherman Show and Seminars is back at the Port Jeff Moose Lodge, Sunday, March 23rd, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Great deals on fishing tackle and learn from the pros. Just look at this lineup. Admission just $6. Get all the details at pjfishingshow.com.
If you come to the Fisherman booth at any of these shows, sign up for the magazine. We're going to send you home with a pair of 6.5-inch Danko fishing pliers while supplies last, so get to these shows early, sign up, and you'll be sent home with one of these really nice pair of pliers.
In the famed waters of Panama awaits a fishing experience like no other. Tropic Star Lodge welcomes anglers to get in on world-famous fishing action. Plan your perfect trip today. Tropic Star Lodge, the ultimate in fishing adventures for more than 60 years.
Let's head over to the map. I'll tell you what I've been hearing recently around the island. Starting off with some freshwater reports. Leo Nillen checked in and reported that Connecticut State Park has been hosting some exceptional fly fishing, including this giant rainbow that he caught during a session late last week. Nice job, Leo. It's a beautiful fish. Ryan Charlton, he also checked with me on the freshwater side with his personal best 25-inch pickerel he caught in a Nassau County lake over the weekend. Nice work, Ryan, on that personal best. In the brackish waters on the south shore of the island, central south shore that is, stripers are beginning to chew in between the white perch. Jack Francisconi was targeting white perch and came across this nice holdover bass he caught on light tackle. Moving on to the saltwater side, the King Kong took advantage of the weather and ran a cod trip. Captain Joe told me slow cod fishing today for us in gorgeous weather. We looked far and wide for just a few keeper cod and a couple of shorts, very few bites. It did not materialize for us the way we liked. We will keep trying, weather and interest permitting, that is. If we have willing participants for Friday or Saturday, we will head back out toward the deep, see if they can find some ling while on the hunt for another shot of cod. He said the waters are warming along the beach and they'll be targeting blackfish in April. And another report from Southwest Florida. Here's Emmett Murphy from Astoria, Queens with a nice gag grouper, and his buddy John Amo Doyle with a gag as well. Both were released because the season is closed right now. And if you do have a notable catch, email me at mbroderick@thefisherman.com. I'll try and get into the weekly video fishing forecast or the magazine. Now let's check in with Captain Timothy O'Rourke from Montauk. Tim.
Thank you, Matt. Well, good morning and greetings, everybody, from Montauk. As you can see, we're getting closer and closer every day to getting on the water. I'd like to thank everybody who stopped by the Fly Fishing Show Expo that Paul McCain put on last weekend. Said hello. It's kind of nice. Again, second show of the spring, just getting everybody motivated to get out on the water. The weather is really starting to take a turn considering how cold it's been. So Montauk, everybody's slowly starting to get their boats ready. Looking for that first osprey. I keep asking around to a few people. Nobody's really seen one. Should be any day now. So once we see that, then we know fishing's going to be right around the corner. Some stripers should start getting active out in these local shallow bays any day now. So looking forward to that. And again, a couple guys were trying to put some cod fishing trips together here now that the weather's turning. So if that comes about, I will be sure to let you know and keep you posted on that. All right, everybody. Thanks for checking in. Looking forward to getting back to these reports, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you, Matt.
From Northport, the Cow Harbor Bait and Tackle Report.
Hey, folks, we've got the first report of the spring for us here at Cow Harbor. So we've got the local ponds that are starting to get stocked up, and that's going to be browns and rainbow trout. And locally, we've seen some bait swimming around, so starting to see spearing moving. What was really cool was had a cinderworm hatch, first one of the season that we've seen, and that was just the past few days with all this big full moon, and that's fantastic. You know, the water's cold though outside. Buddies that are clamming, they're hitting like 35 degrees. In back harbors, we're still going to be like high 30s, 40s, until maybe we get a few subsequent warm days, and then you can look at stuff all in the back of these areas, Nesquak, River Coast, Spring Harbor, great places like Crab Meadow, over in Oyster Bay. You've got in the back bays there by the park, by the bridge. There's so many like these different really muddy, flat areas. So if we get like one of these moons tied into some really warm times during the day, you're going to have high tide during the noon time and high tide at midnight. Low tide's going to be 6 a.m. and then it's going to be 6 p.m. So you're going to see like all these mud flats warm up with a really baking sun. So let's look for that. That's going to be wow, like something in the high 50s. That'll be great to see. There's no sign of herring yet, but that's okay. Last couple of years, we haven't really seen them, but it's been more of like a South Shore thing. We'll have to check that out. I don't know what's happening with the North Shore, but with the freshwater, things are stirring. You still can go over to Connecticut and have fun over there. Make sure you got your freshwater license, and that's just what's happening. Things are stirring. Thinking that some of our local bass should probably start popping up. I like looking over by Orchard Beach and stuff there to the west. And in the back, you got Little Neck Bay and everything like that. Everybody knows those big, large tidal flats are going to get really warm, and it's great. So where those fish, you keep your eye out when you're walking around. Look at those marshes for like shrimp, little worms, any kind of crabs. When that stuff starts walking around, bass come out, especially in the evening, and they'll really get on the fish. It's slow, as we all know, but it heats up, and we're middle of March, so things are coming on. March right into April. Wow, hard to believe. Oh, New Jersey's already doing really well. Our shop is staying pretty busy as far as repair work goes and custom rods. Thank you to everybody. People come from all over the place to get their work done here. We've got top-notch service department, and our prices are like really great, especially now. You got to stretch. You got to have respect for people who walk through the door with their money, because we're all watching what we spend, and that's very natural in these times. It's fantastic to see the season start. I'm really excited. Look forward to giving you guys more reports, and we'll definitely stay tuned in as far as what's happening. Hail Site Shop's going to be opening soon. And then both our Cow Harbor locations will be able to take care of our customers. We're really happy to see you. Thanks for your support of our family business. And as always, I bid you all peace and tight lines.
With our fly and freshwater report, we have Paul McCain from River Bay Outfitters.
Hello, Matt. Well, it was an exciting weekend for the Fly Fishing Expo of Long Island. Great job. I want to thank Kenny for all the help he gave me. I want to thank a lot of people, and I'm going to do it in a separate video because there's just so many people that made it a success. It was an incredible day. But now it's time to go fishing, and I guided yesterday. I was out at the park. Beautiful day. I was out there with Joe. Now, Joe was interesting in the fact that he's going to the Bahamas. He decided, well, I'm going to get a fly rod. I'm going to fish for bonefish. But here's what he did that was the smartest thing. He bought the rod about a month and a half ago. He took a casting class. He practices all the time, right? So yesterday when we went fishing for trout at the Connecticut, he was ready to go. His casting was pretty good. He still has a little ways to go. He has to learn, like most guys, it's not muscle. He tries to muscle it, and it's just a very soft cast. And it was a tough day, and everybody was saying it was tough. We were very fortunate. He hooked into 4 fish, and he landed one that was really good, about 16, 17 inches. In fact, all the fish he hooked were big. They were smaller fish, but he hooked big ones, and it was all on small dry flies, which was a lot of fun. Like I said, it was tough, but by changing flies, we were able to do it. Now, this is what I'm hoping for. We're in a little warm weather. I think we're going to start seeing some stripers in here. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that's what's going to happen, or bluefish in about a month, a little over a month, because, man, I'm just done with the winter and I'm ready to fish. Hearing that there is some water, we're still in the drought conditions. People don't realize. I mean, with the fires we had out east, and the fires they had upstate, you got to really be careful. We need a little bit of rain. The Connecticut, by the way, was super low and super clear. That's what's made it very difficult. But we did it. Thank you, Joe. A great day. Till next week. Tight lines, everybody.
Let's check in with Max Finch from the Connecticut side of the Western Sound.
Hey everyone, Max here from Fisherman's World with another local fishing report. This past week on the Houstonic with this nicer weather, the ice has dissipated and the fish are biting. We've seen a lot of schoolie to slot-sized fish action during the day, and then at nighttime we've seen some nicer fish over that 35-inch range pushing 40 inches. This time of year you can start switching it up and try throwing some SPs up towards Sully's and up towards the dam. We are waiting for the arrival of springtime herring. We see the first push, any day now, and this should just get better moving into March and then into April. On the salt side, the winter herring fishing has been really slow this year. Whispers, really. Some caught there, some caught here. Anglers are still trying, so if you do want to, wet a rod in the salt, you can always try that. The state is doing their job stocking the trout fisheries, and everybody's gearing up for the season. Thanks and good luck.
Captain Mike Sentry has the latest from Staten Island.
Thanks, Tim and Matt. Hope all is well. Well, guys, Mike Sentry here from Anglers of Legend Sportfish, Boatworks, and Seafoods. Today, I'm going to give you guys a tip on boat maintenance, especially coming with ball valves and through valves. Very important, through hauls. A lot of people don't know this, but for example, this is a Groco 3/4 inch ball valve, stainless steel ball, stainless steel handle. It also prevents some of the corrosion from happening from breaking off your ball valve. How many times you go to close one of these and next thing you know you're left with the handle in your hand. I want to share a little tip real quick. This little nut here, this is for grease. All right, at least once a month, please put some grease inside here. They make specifically marine grade grease that prevents barnacle growth and all kinds of stuff from happening. So when you put grease in here, you pack it in really well and you work the valve, okay? See that ball valve moving? You work it. Pack it in a little bit more. Put a little bit of blue Loctite on the nut. Don't go crazy, ape strong with this. Just nice and tight, snug, and that's it, okay? This thing will last you a lifetime. Take care of your boat. The other one is a bonding strap adjustment right here. You take this little cap off, you put a bonding strap, and you jump it to your frame of the vessel. I personally don't like doing that because if you have grounding issues with your vessels or shore power from the marina, whatever it may be, it would definitely corrode the bronze and your ball valve. So I personally don't like to use that. I like to leave it sole as is. That's the tip of the week. Like I said, take care of your boat, takes care of you. One of these breaks, you gotta try to close it and it doesn't work. You're in for a rude awakening. Hopefully you have boat plugs or Nerf football. You remember when you were a kid, played with a Nerf football, very squishy. Have one of those on the boat. They work well, believe it or not, very well to clog up a hole or something. And that's pretty much it. The boat shows this week, Edison Expo. I'm going to be walking around there with a couple of my buddies looking at stuff in between that. And that's about it. Staying busy with boats. And catch you guys next week. Adios.
Well, there you have it, folks. That is the report for the week. And hey, I have to add that tune in next week because we will be sending out the trout stocking list. Everybody likes to trout fish this time of year, and the list will be coming out this week sometime. So tune in next week. We're going to be showing the list. I'm going to have a link to it as well so you can see when your favorite lake is going to get stocked with trout, and you can catch a ton of them next week. Also, remember, the Edison Show is Friday through Sunday. We got all those great specials going on at the show from Quantum, Fish Bites, and the Fisherman magazine, those Danko pliers. Don't forget them. And keep in mind, on Saturday, I am going to be at Campside Sports Shop in Huntington Station giving a seminar on shorebound tog fishing. Check out all these events. One of them, none of them. But we will see you next week either way.